working with Guestlogix, Robbin Hopper here, to help them with an understanding of the psychology of the customer experience and some of the decision sciences behind how we can make the passenger experience a better one. Combination of machine learning, analytics, and really good behavioral psychology.
So could you tell us a bit about your company and how you're then putting this into practice?
Well, sure. Guestlogix has been a provider of onboard retail systems for over 10 years, and most recently we've introduced a new day of journey commerce platform. So rather than just focusing on allowing airlines to sell to passengers once the doors close, we've extended that out to the entire day of journey. So it's a full platform that allows them to market to those passengers. It's tools for the flight attendants to allow them to sell and service a plane. But most importantly, it's a set of self-service tools, apps for the passengers, so they can self-serve and personalize their purchases through the entire day of journey.
Excellent. And so some of the psychology that you're putting into this, is it from other industries, or what kind of things are we learning?
Well, the whole field of behavioral economics is one of really understanding cognitive psychology. I think they've cataloged over 100 different cognitive biases that we're prey to as human beings. We use heuristics to make decisions. Otherwise, we couldn't even get in our car to drive somewhere. We need to automate these processes as human beings to get through our day. Once we understand what some of these are, we can then better position our products or services that in a way that maximizes the benefit to those customers and understands the way the passengers think. And let me give you a very clear example. When we spend money, we don't do it necessarily rationally, the way economists used to think we do. We dip from one of our 4 piggy banks. We either go into our income, we go to our savings. Sometimes we go to some windfalls that we've had, or we go into the best piggy bank of all. We go into our pocket money. And I think from the simple lesson that when you buy an airline ticket, you're typically going into your savings or your income. These are very, very deliberated decisions. When we want to think about ancillary revenue, the opportunity really lies in how do we release some of that pocket money. So I'm not going to buy an expensive meal at the time of purchase of an airline ticket during a very deliberated purchase where I've tried to get the very best value. But in the moment, do I want to treat myself to a nice meal because I deserve it and I got a great ticket price and I'm excited to be on my way on my journey? Absolutely, I'm willing to spend at that time. So once we understand the psychology of how people spend money, we can make it easy for them to do so.
Excellent. And have you got anything to add?
And from a technology perspective, if through the day of journey, if these revenue opportunities are impulse purchase decisions that people make, then from a technology perspective, those have to be as frictionless as possible. So one touch to purchase, frictionless payment. You have to make sure that someone doesn't have to pull their credit card out of their wallet to make a purchase. Otherwise, you're increasing the opportunity for abandonment or missing that revenue opportunity. So we've taken the behavioral science and then applied that to a technology to make sure that we can actually realize those impulse buying opportunities.
Excellent. We've been talking today a lot about personalization. I just wondered how personalized you think it can get in an aviation context.
Personalization is an interesting one for airlines because there's a lot of data that lives in silos currently that you don't necessarily have to break down all of those silos to start to offer personalized or tailored service. You don't have to have full connectivity to a CRM system or a loyalty system. Some of the obvious things that airlines have access to are location, time of where they fit within their travel. They know all of that kind of stuff. So you can start with essentially small data. You can start to personalize based on small data, focusing in on the moments of stress during a journey because you know exactly when those are going to happen, and start to personalize offers that will alleviate that stress. There's kind of 2 benefits of that. One is you'll improve the passenger experience, but the other is a derivative, you'll actually drive more revenue.